Welcome to English with Teacher. I'm Teacher. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. So today we are doing our advanced English conversation and Bible study. So the way we do this is we do reading from the Bible to work on pronunciation, and then we go back and we discuss it to work on grammar, sentence structure, comprehension, everything. So this is the foundation. When you can do this, you can do anything. It is teaching you not to know a subject, but to think and speak in English. Listen, understand, think, and speak in English. So it's a very universal thing that can cross any type of skill set that you need. So enough about me. I will be doing this with my wonderful, astounding, and oh so talented co-host. So, ma'am, would you please introduce yourself?
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. My name is Lim. I'm Vietnamese.
Thank you very much for joining me all the way from Vietnam, Miss Sim. So, first of all, I would ask you to please read the verses in front of you.
Yes, I will start. Paul and Barnabas in Iconium.
Sure.
The same thing happened in Iconium. Paul and Barnabas went to the Jewish synagogues and preached with such power that a great number of both Jews and Greeks became believers. Some of the Jews, however, spurned God's message and poisoned the minds of the Gentiles against Paul and Barnabas. But the apostles stayed there a long time, preaching boldly about the grace of the Lord. And the Lord proved their message was true by giving them power to do miracles, signs, and wonders. But the people of the town were divided in their opinion about them. Some sided with the Jews and some with the apostles. Then a mob of Gentiles and Jews, along with their leaders, decided to attack and stone them. When the apostles learned of it, they fled to the region of Lycaonia, to the towns of Lystra and Derbe and the surrounding area, and there they preached the good news. Paul and Barnabas in Lystra and Derbe. While they were at Lystra, Paul and Barnabas came upon a man with crippled feet. He had been that way from birth, so he had never walked. He was sitting and listening as Paul preached. Looking straight at him, Paul realized he had faith to be healed. So Paul called to him in a loud voice, "Stand up," and the man jumped to his feet and started walking. When the crowd saw what Paul had done, they said in their local dialect, "These men are gods in human form." They decided that Barnabas was the Greek god Zeus, and that Paul was Hermes, since he was the chief speaker. Now the temple of Zeus was located just outside the town. So the spirit of the temple and the crowd brought bulls and wreaths of flowers
Whoa,
to
whoa,
the
whoa,
town,
whoa. And wreaths.
and yes, and wreaths.
Right. Now, W-R, you don't pronounce the W.
Yeah, wreaths.
Right.
Yes, of flowers to the town gates, and they prepared to offer sacrifices to the apostles.
Sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Right.
Yeah. But when the apostles Barnabas and Paul heard what was happening, they tore their clothing in dismay and ran out among the people, shouting, "Friends, why are you doing this? We are mortally human beings just like you. We have come to bring you the good news that you should turn from these worthless things and turn to the living God, who made heaven and earth, the sea and everything in them. In the past, he permitted all the nations to go their own ways, but he never left them without evidence of himself and his goodness. For instance, he sends you rain and good crops, and gives you food and joyful hearts. But even with these words, Paul and Barnabas could scarcely restrain the people.
Hang on. Strain. Restrain.
Yes, restrain the people from sacrificing to them. Then some Jews arrived from Antioch and Iconium and won the crowds to their side. They started Paul and dragged him out of town, thinking he was dead. But as the believers gathered around him, he got up and went back into the town. The next day he left with Barnabas for Derbe.
Nice. Very good. Okay, so I want to say, now that's a tricky word because there's 3 consonants in a row. So you have the st sound followed by r. Strain. And it's tricky. Trust me, I know. But you did it perfect. When you went back and did it a second time, you did it perfect. But I know with the Vietnamese mouth that's going to be a hard one for you.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back and explain it.
Yes. Paul and Barnabas went to the synagogues and preached. Many people believed.
Okay, whoa. They preached and many people believed.
They preached. Many people believed.
And many people believed.
And many people believe it.
Right. You need that little bit of separation in there. Okay.
Yes. And some Jews, despite the message of God, and poisoned the might of the Gentiles against Paul and Barnabas. And the apostles stayed there for a long time. And God giving them the power to perform miracles and signs. But the people of the city were divided against them. And the Gentiles, Jews, and their leaders attacked them.
Okay, so no, that you did it right. Sorry.
Yeah. Then the Gentiles, Jews, and their leaders attacked them. And the apostle fled to Lystra, Derbe, and the surrounding areas. And there they preached the good news. And in Lystra and Derbe, Paul and Barnabas met a great man, and there after listening to Paul preaching, he was healed, and he stood up and began to walk. And when they saw what Paul did, they respected the two men very much, and they thought that Barnabas was Zeus and Paul was Hermes. And they brought gifts to offer to the apostle to show their gratitude.
Gratitude.
But when two apostles heard what happened, and they ran out into the crowd, they said they were like everyone else. They had only come to preach the good news to everyone, and they wanted to say that they were just like everyone else. They came to preach the gospel. But this did not stop the people from offering them gifts. After that, some Jews from Antioch and Iconium came and drew the people and started them and dragged them out of the town. And because they thinking that he was dead.
They were okay. They were thinking that he was dead.
Yes, they was thinking that he dead.
That he was dead.
That he was dead. And in the next day, he left with Barnabas for Derbe.
Very good, very good. So there's
Yes.
a couple of things that I kind of want to correct you on. Okay?
Yes.
So they didn't attack him in Iconium. Okay?
Yeah.
They decided, so they thought about attacking him.
Yes.
But they left before. When they found out that they thought about attacking him, they left.
Yes.
Okay? So that there's a distinction in there, right?
Yes.
Okay? But other than that, you did a great job. One of the important things I think in this is
Yeah.
to remember that it's not us that's great. Okay?
Yes.
Because this is what happened. The people thought that Paul and Barnabas were great. Right?
Yes.
But it's God giving them the power to be great. So we can't take what God's doing through us and take the credit for it.
Yes.
Okay? We can be happy, we can be like joyful and empowered that God is doing this through us,
Yes.
but we can't take the credit for what God does through us. Right? And other people can't be giving us the credit for what God does through us.
Yes.
So that's the important thing in the second part of this. But you did an awesome job. I'm getting really picky with you because you're getting so good. There's not much to fix.
Yes.
Your English is probably 90%. Honestly, like you were doing
Yes.
awesome. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today. Great lesson. You should be very proud of yourself.
Yes.
And thank you everyone at home for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it. And I hope to see you all in the next lesson. Have a great day.